In today's video, I'm going to be covering the second solo from God Gave Rock and Roll by Kiss. If you haven't seen my first tutorial, then make sure you check it out in the description link after this video's finished. So, without further ado, let's get learning. Okay, so we're going to start off on the 14th fret of the D string with our third finger. We're then going to jump down to the 14th fret of the G string with our third finger. And then we're going to do a quarter tone bend on the 14th fret of the B string with our third finger. So we want it to sound like the 15th fret. And then we bring it back down to the 14th. So we've got 14th fret on the D, 14th fret on the G, quarter tone bend on the 14th fret of the B, and we're going to finish this little bit off with a 14th fret on the G. We're then going to travel to the 16th fret of the G. Our first finger is going to go to the 14th fret of the B, and we're going to do a whole tone on the 17th fret of the B. That's to sound like the 19th fret. And bring it back down. So we've got 14 on the B, whole tone 17th fret B, back to the 14 on the B. We're then going to do 17th fret on the B with our third finger and 15th fret on the B with our first finger. Okay, so the second time round's quite similar, so try not to get them confused. We're going to go 14th fret on the D again, then 14th fret on the G, and we're going to jump up to that 17th fret whole tone bend on the B and finish on the 14th fret of the B. We're then going to do 16th fret on the G with our second finger and a whole tone bend twice on the 15th fret on the B. We're then going to do a little major ascending scale, which is going to start on the 14th fret of the G with our first finger, 16th fret of the G with our third finger, 14th fret B, first finger, 15th fret B, second finger, 17th fret B, little finger, 14th fret E, first finger. Now when you do this, try and do some alternate picking. So if you're not sure what that is, it's when we're doing down and up pick. So try not pick it all downwards and all upwards because you'll give yourself hand cramp. So we're going to go 14th fret down on the G, 16th fret up on the G, 14th fret down on the B, 15th fret up on the G, 17th fret down on the B, and 14th fret up on the E. For the next bit, we're going to do 15th fret on the E, 14th fret on the E, and then we're going to do a whole tone on that 17th fret of the B, again, whole tone bend, back to the 17th fret. So this last section then, we're going to be using the A minor blues scale. We're going to use our third finger on the 14th fret of the G, and we're going to pull off to the 12th fret of the G. We're then going to use the 14th fret of the D with our third finger, 13th fret with our second finger, and 12th fret with our first finger. Our little finger is going to reach up to that 15th fret of the A, and we're going to finish this little phrase off with the 12th fret of the A with our first finger. We're then going to travel back to the 14th fret of the G and do a 14-12 pull off, 14th fret D with the third finger, and then we're going to do a string skip to the 13th fret of the B with our second finger. We're then going to repeat that pattern, but we're going to go to the 14th fret of the B this time instead. So 14-12 pull off on the G, 14 on the D, and then roll your finger down to the 14th of the B, another string skip. We're then going to do that pattern one more time. So 14-12 pull off on the G, 14 on the D, and our little finger's going to poke in to the 15th fret of the B. We're then going to go with our third finger to the 14th fret of the G. We're then going to go to the 11th fret of the G and finish off on the 12th fret of the D. '14th fret G, 11th fret G, 12th fret D. Finishing the whole song off then down on the 5th fret of the A, 4 picks. So here's your whole solo in slow-mo. There we have it. That was the second solo from God Gave Rock and Roll by Kiss. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial today. If you haven't subscribed to WR Guitar already and you want some more tutorials from me, then make sure you do so. Click the bell as well so that you get alerted every time I put up a new video. Thank you so much for tuning in to WR Guitar today. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial and I'll see you next time.